After waiting for years to buy a Tesla, I finally bought it in this very controversial political climate. Anyway, putting politics aside, this is a very impressive car. I just drove it back from Tesla today. One of the big questions I had before buying this car was about the charging, because my house has got a limited amperage and we have a swim spa. And so that means that I only have so much amperage left, wattage left to charge a car. And what's happened is that I just ended up buying a mobile charger like this one. And I can tell you in real world what happened was I just drove back in a bit of a traffic jamming situation, which apparently is good for electric cars. But anyway, I drove about 52 kilometers. It went from 100% down to 90%, that's 90. And then I just plugged in this charger, which is the mobile connector, which is about $500, which is cheaper than the wall charger. I didn't need to install anything. As you can see, it's just into a normal garage, into my normal 240 volt Australian plug, and it's charging now. Now, what it says on the app is that it's going to take about, originally it said about 2 hours and say 50 minutes to charge. Anyway, I worked it out to be roughly, the trip costs about $2. So that 50 kilometers costs about $2 to drive. And because I only commute basically with this car back and forward to work, essentially, what that means is that the car is going to only do about 50 to 60 Ks a day. Now, at the rate that it's charging, it's approximately, let's call it 13 kilometers maybe per hour. And so 13 kilometers an hour, if I charge it for 10 hours, that's 130 kilometers, which is going to be more than enough for my daily use. And even on the weekends, it's probably going to be fine. And then what can happen is that you can just charge it when you need you can just charge extra on the weekends. Charge up on the weekdays, and then on the weekends you can use up more of it. And if you don't have time to charge enough, then you can just make up for it on the weekdays because you're driving less, if that makes sense. So essentially, what I figured out is that if you're basically using this as a commuter sort of car, then you don't actually need to get the wall plug. And I've spoken to several people about this to try to figure it out. But I think if you're driving less than 60, 70 kilometers a day, or even 100, you could probably get away with just using the mobile charger. I'll do some more videos later about the actual Tesla, but so far that's my summary of whether to get a wall charger or a mobile connector. And for me, a mobile connector is fine.